Hi everybody, welcome back to Millennial Planter. I'm Marina, the Millennial Planter. Today we are going to be talking about my 7, I don't know why 7, I just picked it, it sounded like a good number, top favorite houseplants of July. Just the plants I've really been digging this past month. They've just been bringing me immense amounts of joy, mainly because they're giving me so much new growth, and new growth just brings me happiness. It gives me that really pop of serotonin that everybody needs in their life. But before we hit the video, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button, join the Planty community here. We are all just people who have a slight obsession and a passion for houseplants, and I'm just sharing my journey along with you. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around, give the video a thumbs up, you know, just all the things. Hit the notification bell because I cannot commit to an uploading schedule. With all that being said, let's get into my top 7 favorites. So I think we are going to start from maybe like smallest to biggest. That sounds good. So plant number 1 is going to be my new little Schefflera plant. So I have wanted one of these guys for a while. I was always just eyeing them at Home Depot and Lowe's when I saw them, but they were always really big and I don't have space for a plant that big yet. So when I saw this like small little petite one in the cutest little terracotta pot, I had to get it. And it has brought me so much joy since. It has such cute little new leaves, which I love, and it's just doing so well, and it requires such little effort for me, which I also love. It might have some spider mites on it, which I've been treating. But what do you expect from a plant from a big box store? But it's just so cute and so adorable, and I love it a lot, and I can't wait for it to grow and be happy and yeah. A little Schefflera plant. If you know me, you know I love Hoya. I am a Hoya head, and I had to have a Hoya in this video, and it is none other than my Hoya Compacta, just the regular one, not the variegated one. This guy has just been growing and growing and growing, and I am so stoked and so jazzed to see all this new growth. Really what happened is I upped the watering on this. So it's just giving me new tendrils, if you can see that, and like so much new leaves. And look at this one. This one is so cute, the way it's just like curled in. But honestly, I am shocked at this plant. Everybody always says, you know, to be careful to overwater Hoya, but I mean, I want to knock on wood, you know. By all means, try this at your own risk, but a lot of Hoya just don't like to dry out, and I have yet to overwater a Hoya, and if anything, upping the watering just really has made them explode with growth. My Hoya Compacta is an example of that, so hopefully I will get a peduncle from this guy soon, because I would love to smell a Hoya Compacta flower. Like, how amazing would that be? If you don't know, a lot of Hoyas, they flower, well, all Hoyas flower, but a lot of them have a lot of different scents and smells. Some of them smell like chocolate, some of them smell like death, some of them smell like perfume. So it's just one of the perks of collecting Hoya, and one of the things that I like most about them. So hopefully we will get a little flower from this guy soon. But there we go. Little Hoya Compacta, aka the tortellini plant. Next we have the absolute weed of a plant, Monstera Sultano, and really it is just everything about this plant that I'm liking. So I really love this pot that I have it in. When the sun hits it just right, it has like rainbows everywhere, so that's really cool. This is from Clean Cuts Mosaic on Instagram. He has a lot of great pots, and I cannot wait to get it, to get another one. And then we have the adorable Monstera Sultano from Tree Leaf, which I talk about them all the time. And then we have the beautiful Monstera Sultano, who grows like a weed and just looks so cute and adorable in this trellis, in this pot. Just, you know, everything put together makes my heart just sing. I have this one in my room, so every morning when I wake up, I see this beautiful plant, and I'm just like, oh wow, you're really amazing. And I have it growing in my windowsill in my bed, so I'm trying to maybe train it to climb up my windowsill. but I also just moved it. Their aerial roots are insane, like absolutely bonkers. So I think it is very likely that I can get this to grow, which would be amazing because then the leaves will get massive. But yeah, this guy just grows like crazy. I have taken so many cuttings from it and it's still just, it's everywhere. So I love this plant. If you have the chance to get one, I highly recommend it. They propagate really easy, they grow really easy, and they require such little care. So there we have Monstera Sultano. So now plant number 4 on this list. I don't really know if I've shared with you guys about this plant yet. I know I have on Instagram, I don't know if I did on YouTube, but it is none other than the beautiful Philodendron El Choco Red. I still cannot believe I have this plant. Yeah, those are words, what are words? Honestly though, I got this one from my local plant dealer who is Mitzi. If you are in the Atlanta area, she's amazing, has amazing plants, does amazing sales, and I purchased this plant from her and it has done so well on my care, so well. And if you don't know, I have had this plant on my wish list for at least 2 years. It's everything that I want in a plant. One of my top favorite plants is Philodendron verrucosum, and I think this is a type of verrucosum if I'm not mistaken. But it just has those beautiful veins, and it has that wonderful heart-shaped leaf. It has velvetiness. This is the newest leaf in it, which I entirely grew myself. This isn't a leaf that was in Mitzi's house and it unfurled at my house. This is a leaf that like fully emerged and unfurled in my care, and let me just say, this thing is so low maintenance. It's amazing, and it is not a really it's not a plant that requires high humidity like Philodendron luxurians, for example. So I definitely would recommend this plant also, but that's why it's been one of my favorites. It's not only was it on my wish list for so long, but it's also just thriving and so easy to care for. So Philodendron El Choco Red. Oh, and then can we just take a minute to look at the backs? The backs of the leaves, look at that. So vibrant and red, and you can even see like some of the slight green and veins to it. Truly an amazing specimen. I love you. Now for the next top 3, these are going to be some of my bigger plants, and I'm so excited. They're not like massive by any means, but you'll see. Plant number 5 would be none other than my lemon lime Maranta, and I just saw it has a little flower. So precious. Wow, look at this thing. It's insane. It's massive. I just repotted it in this huge, I think this is maybe like a 6 or 8 inch pot. This thing is it's insane. Look at how cute it is. It's eventually, I mean, technically it is trailing, but I really like it when these guys trail all the way down, so that'll be really cool to see. One day, this guy, you can just see all the leaf spikes, they're everywhere because he grows so well in my care, and I am so happy. There is another one, a red Maranta, I think it's called. I'm not really crazy about that one because it kind of reminds me of a cockroach. I don't know, the red in the veins. I could just see it sprouting legs and then taking off, so it's kind of creepy. Don't want that one. Lemon lime though, I can definitely get behind. And the insides, the insides of the leaves where it's the darkest is velvety, which is even cooler. I know a lot of people struggle with these, and I wish I had tips for you. Honestly, I keep this guy out in my living room and I don't let him dry out. I guess that's the biggest tip, is just don't let these guys dry out. Maranta really like to be moist, and I really think this one thrives and does really well in lower light situations. So if you do need a lower light plant, maybe give this one a shot. I've had this in so many different areas and it has done well everywhere, even in brighter light situations, but never direct sunlight. So there we have Lemon Lime Maranta. I also repotted this guy on TikTok. I did a quick little like video if you want to check that one out. The roots were absolutely insane. I was genuinely shocked. Now we are getting into the top two, the final countdown of my top favorites of July. And number 6 is none other than the beautiful King in Ethereum. Okay, so, wow. This is the newest leaf, and holy crap. I don't have a measuring tape anywhere around me at the moment. I know a lot of people like to measure their leaves, but this one is pretty big. I mean, just look at that. It's insane. This is one of my easiest in Ethereum. I say it all the time. He does have a bit of a funky growth pattern going on, as you can see. I don't know what that's about. This leaf is just like off to the side, and then these leaves are just like nice in there. But he grows so well for me. He is constantly putting out new leaves. He has a new little pup right here that I might maybe cut and propagate, or maybe actually I kind of feel like leaving it there and just getting like a really full King Ethereum, also known as Ethereum veitchii. And yeah, they're just known for these long long ripply ab leaves. So this is a really cool plant. Funny story, actually, this is so cool. Okay, I actually purchased this plant as a seedling. So these little babies here, that's literally what it looked like when I first purchased this plant last year, February, I want to say last year. So it's been in my care for well over a year at this point. And it's so cool to see that it literally was this small. I got it for $10, which is insane. And yeah, now it's this beast. And I can't wait to see the new leaf come out because it's gonna be even bigger than this. And yeah, it's truly amazing. I love to grow all my Ethereum in these like plastic orchid pots because it really brings a lot of air into the roots, and they just have been really liking that. And Ethereum veitchii. It's so crazy. And now the next and the final plant number 7, the plant that has just brought me the most amount of joy this month, is another Ethereum, but it is Ethereum Magnificum. Oh, wow. Wow, can we just do a close-up? Like, who is she? I don't even know. I don't know. I just saw also she has a new leaf spike there. And, oh, wow, because that means that leaf is hopefully going to be bigger than this leaf. I am really just loving Ethereum lately. There's some Ethereum that I am struggling with at the moment. Maybe I will share that in another video, but there's some that are just doing so well, and Magnificum is one of those. My friend Sydney, who's over at Peaceful Planting, actually gifted this one to me. This is one of its oldest leaves, so it's dying off. But you could see how tiny it was. She had gotten a Magnificum and it had a little pup, and she was kind enough to give me that pup, and it went from this to this in probably a year's time. I don't remember when I got this one, but I know it hasn't been over a year, so we'll just say around a year. And once again, just a really easygoing Ethereum for me. And its growth pattern, which I love more, because the king, we all saw the king, he has a crazy growth pattern everywhere. But this one is just so cute, and it's compact, and the leaves stay like put together. I have my Ethereum Dorayaki, whose leaves just are like compact, but they're, I don't know, they're weird. This one is perfect. And I have my grow light right on top of it, which is probably why everything is like kind of up. But this Ethereum has brought me so much joy, and I put it as my profile picture because I need to remember this plant and its velvetiness and its veins. It's such a beauty, and I'm just so grateful, truly grateful to have this one in my collection and just watch it grow. I don't know, one day I would love to propagate it, but the nodes are so close I don't even know how I would chop that up, but I would love to because I want to propagate an Ethereum. I've had Ethereum like stumps that I've propagated, but I want to propagate one from a stem. I feel like that would be easier because it does have aerial roots. But anyways, okay, off topic. Ethereum Magnificum. All right, houseplanters, that wraps it up for this video. The top 7 plants of July, the top 5, my top 7 favorite plants of July. There we go. I hope you all enjoyed, and I would absolutely love to know what your favorite plant is at the moment. So let me know in the comments down below. And if you like these sort of videos, maybe I will start doing them monthly or every other month. I haven't done a favorites video in a long time, and I do really like doing it. It gives me a chance to show different plants that I don't really normally show, but I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, week, and month, and as always, I hope you are staying safe, sane, happy, and healthy. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!